Hello, everyone. This is the Career Services Industry of the Month, and we're at the finale with our mentor, and we have Mike Page. Mike, can you just introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Mike Page. I'm Vice President of Miles Machine Incorporated here in Jamestown, New York. We're a precision CNC company. We focus mostly on production work. We opened in 2000. Me and my dad opened up in my senior year of high school. And so I've been there for 25 years now.
So, since you've been in the industry for 20 plus years now, what are some key skills that you look for when hiring someone new?
Having someone with some hands-on experience is a plus, not necessity. You know, we do train people on the job, but having hands-on experience with familiarity with the machines, with the tooling, with the inspection equipment is definitely a big plus. Math skills, geometry, trigonometry, algebra, all the fun stuff. Huge plus, being familiar and comfortable with all that. Being good at visualizing things in 3 dimensions, because that's how machines work. Attention to detail, someone who can really notice small imperfections. It's a precision industry, so very small imperfections can change a good part to a scrap part. Probably someone who is motivated, someone who likes to learn new things because the industry's constantly evolving, and probably someone who enjoys the machining. We want someone who's gonna show up and be a positive, have a positive attitude while at work, and it's easier to have a positive attitude when you really love what you do. And the challenges that this field gives you on a daily basis is something that's always drawn me to it. So it's easy to go to work and be excited about it.
So, since you've been working in the shop, what are the most exciting things that you've worked on, and what made them so exciting and special?
I brought this part with me. This was something that a customer asked us if we had the capabilities of making. And originally, it was a part that they had that was made up of many different components. This outside shell and all these discs inside were all separate components that needed to be bolted together. This top part here and all these discs were all separate components. A lot of time in assembly. The biggest issue they were having was getting the anodize, the blue anodize, to be the same shade between all the different components. So they asked if we could machine this in one piece to eliminate all the screws and get a nice consistent blue anodize across the entire part. They didn't know if it was possible to get it done in one piece like this. So we gave it a look at and designed up some fixturing for it, and it's been working well for 10 plus years now. So that's probably one of the most exciting projects we've worked on to help out a customer.
So, what advice would you give to someone starting out in the manufacturing industry?
I would say get very familiar with G-code programming, know your G-codes, M-codes, and just be familiar with how it all works together. CAD/CAM nowadays has kind of taken a lot of that out for the younger generation, not learning to write a program by hand and really understanding line by line what's happening. A lot of times you'll get a program from the CAM, put it on the machine, and there's still going to be minor issues with it. So being able to look at that program, find out exactly where the issue is in the program, and then know what to do to fix it without having to continuously go back into the CAM to fix it, and then go back out to the machine, back into the CAM, back and forth. I would say be eager to learn everything. It changes on a daily basis. There's so much to know. Um, it's really endless. Don't be discouraged by failures. It's part of the job. Nothing goes smooth. The first try with a lot of stuff. But you definitely learn the most when things don't go according to plan. So I would say that'd be it.
Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll catch you next time.